The day has come. 1,100 miles on the KLR has come to an end, and I have switched gears to the Suzuki 800DE. Just purchased this, and I'll be doing a startup here in just a second. Twig Cycles in Hagerstown, Maryland is the nearest place that I could find this bike, and I didn't get as good a deal as I probably would have at Rodersville in West Virginia, but still I'm happy with the bike. It's what I wanted, and so it's what I got. Okay, KLR Adventure. All right. And now for the official startup of my brand new bike. Love the dash. Love the dash of this bike. Sounds a lot cooler than I thought it would. There it is. Brand new 2024. Looks like it's got 81 miles on the odometer already. I'm not quite sure how you can call it new with 81 miles on it. The lights are nice and bright. Bike looks pretty good. You're going to hear an occasional whistling sound, and it's not the motorcycle, the transmission, or anything like that. It's the Insta360 camera that I'm using, and it doesn't have a windsock on it. As you can see, Eagle School Road, my motorcycle proving grounds, is the subject of today's ride, and it's going to test the best that I can on the wet roads, how well this will do in the curves. The stock tires on this bike are a lot like the Metzler Torrance ADV tires that I have on my Vstrom. So I expect them to do well here, but I also am confident enough in them to take them off-road next chance I get. Speaking of hand comfort, there is a little bit of buzziness at low RPMs and low speeds that I'm experiencing, but it's not as bad as the buzziness I get from the KLR, which is pretty much all the time. But then a shout out to the Vstrom 650, in which I don't feel it at all. With that, the Vstrom actually so far is a much smoother bike than what this bike is. And that's coming from my test drive evaluation as well. as I go through all these curves. So far, the flickability is on par with the KLR as well. But the Vstrom, which only has a 19-inch front tire, is a little more flickable. And then the 300L, which has a 21-inch front tire, is even more flickable than all of these bikes. That 300L is just a great little bike, fun to ride. Now here's the part of Eagle School where I'll usually twist the throttle and have a little fun with the bike, but I'm going really easy with this bike because it has so much amazing pull to it whenever you twist that throttle that I really don't want to lose any traction on the wet road. And you're not going to see things get quite as blurry on this ride, but you'll see in a little bit I'll do a good twist whenever I get up on Route 45. This transmission is a 6-speed, and I'm going to try pulling this hill in 4th gear if I can. Just called a little bit of the low-end grunt test. I did have the downshift here, but the low RPM assist still works very well on this bike, and I don't think it would have stalled on me. Okay, here we go. Let's give it the beans. I know it didn't look like it, but the pull on that acceleration was amazing. I'm pretty sure this is going to wind up being the fastest bike that I've ever owned. I just hope all that pull and power doesn't get me in trouble whenever I get off-road. Low-end grunt off-road can be good in certain situations, but when you're in a turn and there's loose gravel, you don't want it coming out from under you. Well, there you have it. This is my first ride impression of this bike, and I don't know if it's going to be my unicorn bike, but I think it's going to be as close as anything is going to get for it. And always remember to ride what you have whenever you can, wherever the road takes you.